What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Over 1,500 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of that would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, all the shares, the cares makes a huge difference for us, and we can bring you really awesome shows and really awesome guests. And today is a little bit more of some of that. We're dealing with COVID-19 still. We're dealing with pandemic stuff, and this may be not a show for the kiddies. So if the kids are listening, this is probably not the best show that they want to be listening to. But so we're inside a lot more, so that means intimacy is up. Couples are having way more sex than usual because we're all stuck together. We're all in the house. And we've got a brand today that is making it a little bit easier to clean up the mess. All right, so Frances, how you doing today?
Hey, Ash.
How are you doing, Frances?
Good. Super excited to be here and just talk about, those quarantine sex cleanups that we're all going through right now.
Yes. So, Frances, what part of the country are you representing right now?
So I'm on the West Coast. We're in Southern California, but I am from the Bay Area. I just have to make that clear.
Okay, got to make sure that that's put out there. Everybody knows. But, so Frances, what is the story behind Awkward Essentials? How did it come to be?
So Awkward Essentials is a hygiene company for all those super awkward moments in your life that no one ever talks about and that you didn't know that there was solutions for. So our flagship product is the dripstick, which is an after-sex cleanup sponge, just to kind of go through how it works really fast, and sometimes there's a little bit of questions or confusions. It is a medical grade sponge with a handle, and it is inserted vaginally after sex. It absorbs all those excess fluids, take it out, and then you're good to go. You're not dripping or smelling, or the next day you're at work and you think you got your period, but it's not your period. It's from the night before. I think we all know that. And it was really, it's like, ooh, gotta go to the bathroom. It was inspired by a personal problem. I just did not like cleaning up after sex, and I was like, there has to be a better way. And every time I would Google for a solution, I couldn't find anything. People on the internet, they talked about their sacrificial towel or t-shirt, which is fantastic. That's totally fine. I feel them, but it's on the inside, right? Like, it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. It's a hole. And so I was like, how can we get it out of the inside? And that was really where it started.
Wow. So, okay, so you're talking about, insertion and cleanup and all that good stuff, but how long are you supposed to actually leave it in? Is it just like a quick in and out, or are you supposed to like time yourself, or?
It's a super quick in and out because it's a sponge. So it's like super absorbent. So unlike a tampon, which is for like 4 hours, it's really porous. So it absorbs. It's like soft and absorbs it quickly, and then you just take it out.
Gotcha. Easy peasy. What were those first challenges that you guys faced in the beginning?
So no one knew what I was talking about. I did.
Or the men didn't know what you were talking about.
Well, surprisingly both. I think sex education nowadays is a little lacking. So a lot of people thought I was talking about a wipe, and every time I would say, no, it's a sponge, it goes inside, it's after sex. Right. It was so hard to get people to understand the product because it's brand new. It's an invention, and this has never been done before and not the way people are used to doing things. And so, even I was in an accelerator, and even some of my cohort members were like, oh, I thought you were talking about a wipe the entire time. And I'm like, guys, what? It's been like 3 months and you still think I'm talking about a wipe? And so for me, that kind of was one of the biggest challenges and hurdles. And I think just the lack of sex education and knowledge. We get a lot of feedback from people saying like, oh, I just like pee it out. And I'm like, you literally cannot do that. It's a different hole. Like, it's impossible. But people just don't know, and that's okay.
Frances, from that time till now, what would you say has been your proudest moment?
My proudest moment was probably when we started getting reviews from real people who were willing to spend money on the product. So when we started 10 for $10, had no idea if people would want this invention or if enough people in the world thought that this was also a problem. But when we started getting reviews from those real people who purchased the product and took a chance, that was probably the best moment, just to see their feedback, and even getting messages from women who are like, wow, like I thought I was the only one who had to deal with this. I had no idea there was a solution. That those are kind of the best moments.
Yes. And how was the transition for you guys as far as COVID goes? COVID hit everyone, in ways that we had no idea was going to hit us. Were you guys easy? Was it easy for you to make that transition as far as making everything more accessible to customers and, online and virtual customer service?
Yeah, the transition was great since COVID. As you kind of said in the beginning, people are home. They don't have much to do. Like, what are you going to do for fun? You can't go out. So they're doing each other. And we're direct to consumer. So we're at awkwardessentials.com and ship directly to people's houses. So we haven't had any of, I guess, those outside challenges.
Gotcha. What promotions are you guys currently offering to new customers?
So if you sign up for our email list, you'll get a discount so you can try our product. And then come Thanksgiving and winter, Thanksgiving, we're doing a complimentary All Things Awkward bag with 5 free dripsticks. It's a really cute green neoprene bag that'll come with every order. And then we also have some limited time only holiday cards. They're like cards for your hoe friends. So
holiday card. Okay, I just got that. Wow. That's hilarious. I love it. What is next on the horizon for you guys?
So we are super excited just to scale and get out there. We recently rebranded. So previously the company and the product was called Come and Gone. So we just rebranded to Awkward Essentials, which has always been the parent company name, and the product is now Dripstick. And so we're just really excited to get out there and get people to know who we are and try the product and normalize cleaning up after sex, because it's not weird. Everyone does it.
Yeah, we definitely out there doing it. So, last but certainly not least, Frances, what advice could you offer to any woman out there that has an unconventional idea?
It's very scary. It's very scary to have an unconventional idea or invention that has never existed. But I would say, go for it. Take action. And taking action is the hardest part. I think asking for advice is something that's all too common. It makes sense and it's smart, but it can sometimes hinder you from actually doing it and building it. And the only way you will know is if you build it.
If you build it, they will come. Wonderful, wonderful. Frances, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. Let everyone know, Frances, the best way to get in contact with you guys.
We're at www.awkwardessentials.com. You can find us on Instagram at Awkward Essentials, on Facebook, Awkward Essentials. We also have a private Facebook group called Awk Talk. It gets pretty wild in there, but it's really fun. And on Twitter, we're Awk Essentials.
All right, sounds good. You guys go and follow all those links. And of course, you got to come back, Frances, because I know there's going to be some more stuff, and I just got to hear all about it. All right, so when there's new inventions, you got to come back, all right?
I know, there's always questions. I know. I'm here for you.
All right, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.